Good morning. I want to start with a warm STADIO welcome to the principals of the schools of the Western Cape here at our new Durbanville Campus, and also to members of the media who have joined us here this morning. My name is Stan du Plessis. I am the principal and CEO of STADIO Higher Education, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to our new campus. The opening of this campus is a milestone for STADIO. It is a manifestation of our commitment to the Western Cape and our expectation of how our agenda will grow here in the Western Cape. I deeply regret that I'm not there in person with you, but I am at a graduation in Windhoek this morning, and I hope that I will soon have the opportunity to meet each of you in the Western Cape and to build our relationship with our feeder schools based on the expansion that we foresee here at our new campus. The fact that I'm at graduation should also, I hope, signal to you how passionate we are about student success. While our strategic imperative is to broaden access to high quality higher education, for us, we are never interested in just access. We are always interested in access with success. When the National Planning Commission in our country released their report 13 years ago, which included a poetic vision for our society by the end of this decade, they included a poetic vision in prose at the start of the document to describe the kind of society that they hoped we would approach by the end of the decade. And I want to share a section from it which relates directly to education. By 2030, the Commission said, "We South Africans love reading. All our citizens read, write, converse, and values ideas and thought. We are fascinated by scientific invention and its use in the enhancement of our lives. We live the joy of speaking many of our languages. We know our history and that of other peoples." With these words, the Planning Commission knew that, in their words, the South African education system needs urgent action. Building national capabilities requires quality early childhood development, basic education, further and higher education. The single most important investment any country can make is in its people. And the Commission went on to say that education has intrinsic and instrumental value in creating societies that are better able to respond to the challenges of the 21st century. Lifelong learning, continuous professional development, and knowledge production, alongside innovation, are central to building the capabilities of individuals and society as a whole. The expected outcome of this action in education was, as the Commission hoped, that we would have eradicated poverty in our country by 2030, reduced inequality, and cut unemployment to 6%. And we know, colleagues, that we have not yet achieved it. As a society, we have not yet delivered on the promise mapped out in the National Development Plan. But at STADIO, we are committed to working towards it, and at speed, as indeed the NDP envisioned a larger role for private higher education towards this end. At STADIO, our vision aligns with the National Development Plan to empower the nation through access to quality higher education. It is this vision that drew me personally to STADIO. I joined as principal and CEO in August this year after 26 years in public higher education. I started as an economics lecturer, became a professor of economics, and later the dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. For the last 8 years, I was the COO at Stellenbosch University. In this journey of leadership in higher education, I became increasingly aware of the challenges identified in the National Development Plan and the limited scope to realize them in the system where I used to work. We need to innovate in higher education to realize the NDP's vision, and STADIO has embarked vigorously on that innovation. I was very enthusiastic to join this team who had the vision to broaden access to quality higher education in this country. Higher education is a powerful force for the long-term development of society towards long-term prosperity. I demonstrate this power to students by telling them the story of the role of higher education in my own family history. My great-grandparents, Flip and Engela du Plessis, lived and farmed in the district of Prince Albert at about the turn of the 19th century. From a modern perspective, they lived in an entirely different world from my family. Between my generation and that of Flip and Engela, my family joined the modern world irrevocably. We started to work not harder, but smarter. Somehow, the du Plessis closed the book on a way of life that had seen but little change over the preceding 9 generations since the du Plessis arrived in South Africa. A crucial part of this story is that my grandparents on both sides were able to access higher education. From Prince Albert and Louis Trichardt, from the Soutpansberg and Ermelo, they left to unlock opportunities in higher education. By coincidence, my grandparents all studied in programs offered by STADIO today. In education, 3 of them became teachers, and at the police college. They were not heroes, but succeeded in passing on to their children a sense of living in a world with possibilities, a world that can reward those who accept the challenges it offers. And they created the momentum so that their grandsons, my brother and I, could one day study at Oxford and Cambridge. Between my family today and that of Flip and Engela is the entire gap in living standards between the affluent and poor parts of the world today. This is why it matters so much to us at STADIO to offer opportunities in higher education on a much larger scale. Higher education in this country is not underfunded. On the contrary, the taxpayer funds the public sector generously in comparison, even with the world's rich countries. Our problem is that the outputs are far too low, that far too few South Africans graduate and graduate with job market relevant qualifications. Our commitment is to address that problem, to work smarter so that we can offer access to higher education at a much larger scale. And when I say quality higher education, I want to emphasize that our understanding of quality is crucially related to the world of work, to preparing our students with industry-relevant qualifications. We work closely with industry to ensure that relevance, and we ask them for continuous feedback on the quality of our students and on their readiness for the job market. Our new Durbanville campus is STADIO's first purpose-built campus. We are tremendously excited to welcome students here for the 2026 academic year in qualifications such as IT, law, commerce, architecture, and engineering. We are especially excited about our new programs in engineering and architecture. This new campus will include 2 new engineering laboratories, amazing IT facilities, a modern library, student support center, and world-class sport facilities. Ultimately, this campus will serve around 4,000 to 5,000 students, and it will be a hub of learning excellence for the province and the country. You will see the core of this multipurpose project today, which is why we can welcome students next year for the start of the academic year. And we will complete the remainder of the campus in the course of next year. The campus is a major investment by STADIO Higher Education. And our motivation for such a big investment draws again on the vision to widen access for more people to quality higher education. As you can see, we will offer more opportunities here, from higher certificates to postgraduate degrees, and in new fields for STADIO, like engineering and architecture, which will be at the heart of this campus. A large new development such as this also has a major positive impact on the region beyond education. In terms of employment opportunities, of course, and in the spending power of our staff and students. You will see that we are already central to this growing development at Visantekraal, and we envision a new educational hub for the Northern Province here at Visantekraal with our campus at its core. When our group CEO, Chris Foster, planted a tree here at a ceremony last year, he said, "We see this campus as a place where ideas will take root, where students, lecturers, and researchers will collaborate to build South Africa's future. It's a symbol of confidence in our country and in what education can achieve." Chris was echoing a sentiment expressed by Martin Luther in the 16th century. Tradition tells us that Luther was asked what he would do today if he knew that it would be his last day on earth. Luther responded, "I will plant a tree." We are going to plant many more beautiful trees on this campus, but the most significant seeds will be in the inspired minds of our students. Our country's inspiring constitution opens with that preamble where we sketch the outlines of the society and country we are working towards. In that preamble, we read the desire to free the potential of each person. And this is where we find the role for education and higher education in our Constitution. It is fulfilling this ambition that we want to take hands with you, the principals of schools, to ensure that we offer opportunities to the learners in all of your schools. And we want to make sure that they are aware of the opportunities that we offer on our new campus here, both in contact learning as well as distance learning opportunities. I wish I was there in person with you today, but I hope that I will meet all of you in due course and that we will build our partnership in the Western Cape between the schools and STADIO Higher Education. Please enjoy your visit. I'm grateful to my colleagues and our partners who have made this dream come true. Like the tree we planted last year, like Luther, we look to the future with this new campus, and we are eager to see the fruits of this investment in the lives that we will change through access to quality higher education. Thank you for your time with STADIO this morning and enjoy the rest of your visit. Goodbye.